future salvation appeared to. Now we move to Africa. Ghana has recorded its first death from mpox, health authorities confirmed amid a sharp rise in new infections in the West African country. 23 new cases have been confirmed in the past week, bringing total number of infections to 257 since the virus was first detected in Ghana in June 2022. The latest figure marks the highest weekly increase since the outbreak began and the first fatality recorded in the country. Still in Africa, the Nigerian government has donated 100,000 cashew seeds and 2,000 cashew seedlings to Ethiopia. The senior special assistant to the President on Media and Communications, Office of the Vice President, Mr. Stanley Nkwocha, announced this in Addis Ababa, the Ethiopian capital city. Mr. Nkwocha explained that the donation sufficient to cultivate approximately 600 acres of land was received by Ethiopia's Minister of State for Agriculture, Dr. Efa Boru. According to him, it is part of a shared commitment between both nations to sustainable agricultural development across Africa. He said the exchange built on Ethiopia's earlier donation of 2,000 hearts of avocado seedlings and 2,000 coffee seedlings to Nigeria in June 2025. Back home in Nigeria, a scientist, Dr. Aneke, has warned that Nigeria may soon experience a devastating earthquake and other climate change-induced disasters. Speaking in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, Dr. Ikot faulted the claim that Nigeria does not lie within the seismic zone, saying that the country was not immune to earthquakes. He argued that the recent tremor in Abuja and some parts of a southwest state was proof that Nigeria was not immune to earthquakes. Still in Nigeria, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has forecasted rainy and thundery weather conditions across the country from today to Wednesday, warning of possible flash floods in some areas. NIMET Weather Outlook predicted thunderstorms with moderate rainfall this morning over parts of Jigawa, Zamfara, Kano, Kaduna, Bauchi, Yobe, Katsina states in the northern region. It said in the central region, cloudy skies anticipated in the morning with light to moderate rainfall expected in some parts of Niger, Benue, the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Plateau, and Nasarawa states. NIMET also noted a high risk of flash flooding in parts of Plateau state. For the southern region, cloudy skies would be expected in the morning with light to moderate rainfall predicted in parts of Ondo, Imo, Abia, Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Cross River, and Akwa Ibom states later in the day. In Lagos, the state government has directed the State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, to ensure that the 18 motorists apprehended for driving against traffic flow undergo mandatory psychiatric evaluation. The General Manager of LASMA, Mr. Olalekan Bakarioki, said this in a statement made available to newsmen in Lagos. The statement described the move as a strategic effort to curb the menace of one-way traffic violations in Lagos. It added that each offender would be required to undergo a comprehensive psychiatric evaluation to assess their cognitive fitness and behavioral disposition. We move to Anambra State. Governor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State has challenged the community pharmacists across Nigeria to embrace higher ethical standards, adopt digital innovations, and take full responsibility for regulating their conduct as vital frontline actors in the country's health sector. Addressing delegates at the opening ceremony of the 44th Annual National Scientific Conference of the Association of Community Pharmacists of Nigeria, Governor Soludo stressed that pharmacists must be at the forefront of reshaping healthcare through accountability and technological integration. He urged pharmacists to uphold professional ethical standards by practicing self-supervision, self-censorship, and self-regulation while encouraging them to harness technology as a transformative force in their work. From Anambra, we move to Kebbi State. Governor Nasir Idris has called on young people across the state to embrace skills acquisition as a means of becoming self-reliant and the future employers of labor. Governor Idris made the call during the 2025 Kebbi State Youth Cultural event held at Umaru Waziri Federal Polytechnic, Birnin Kebbi. Represented by the Commissioner for Works, Mr. Farouk Muslim, Governor Idris said that skill development was not only essential for individual growth, but also critical to the socio-economic development of the state. He reiterated the state government's commitment to empowering youth and women through various initiatives and programs. In Lagos, there was mild drama between Big Brother Niger 1010 housemates Dede and Jason J during the reality show's second launch on last night. While exchanging pleasantries with a fellow housemate shortly after he entered the house, Jason requested to hug Dede, but she blatantly turned him down as the other housemates watched. She, however, accepted a handshake from him when he extended his hand after the rejection. Dede had previously revealed that she's in a happy relationship outside the house. With that entertainment story, we end the news on Round the Globe on Aneke TV. I am Aneke. Thank you for joining us.
Many thanks to you for having joined us on Aneke Television today. Yes, this is the platform where we always meet to take on burning issues and matters which affects us as people in society. Yes, here we host analysts and guests who come to give us their own take on these issues and matters, just to keep you informed, educated, and enlightened more and better. My name is Chris Anibodi. Thanking you for having joined us today. Of course, on the show today, we want to look at security situation in Enugu State. Everything revolves around security. Yet, insecurity seems to be plaguing the entire world as of today. You understand that there is insecurity crisis everywhere. It is not one form of war between one nation or the other, as we now witness between Israel, Iran, United States, even between Russia, Ukraine, that has been ongoing for years now. And these are more. But then coming down to Nigeria, insecurity is everywhere. The entire northeast, northwest, and then recently north central states of Benue, Plateau. And this has equally trickled down to the southeastern states as well, left out. But today we're going to know the extent to all of these insecurity issues and what is the government efforts combating them so that lives and property could be secured. And to help us do analysis of the important discussion today on Aneke Television, a special assistant to the governor of Enugu State on Nubia, in the person of Dr. Ruben Onishi. Doc, you're welcome to Aneke Television.
Please, thank you for
Gracias. Dr. Onishi, you will agree with me that the primary responsibility of every government is they wouldn't know what is the security situation in Enugu State as of today.
Well, the security situation in the northeast, northwest, and everywhere. All right, but right from when this governor must achieve his manifesto, which as a matter of fact, there are 3 aspects of this manifesto.
Go ahead, talk to
Number
us.
1, to make him, and then to reduce poverty headcount index to 0% level. So are the 3 things. And then to achieve this, you must get it right with security. Taking care of the fact that nobody could come into this Enugu and do anything. That is actually paying off.